Now, what is Project Activate? Project Activate says, well, so this is now us telling how to prospect and also you teammates get it clearly. Okay. With 49,991 accounts, somebody can make 28.6 million, 100% scenario. How does it work? What are we going to do? Now, what are you going to do? Very simple. The goal is with one account for 49,990, the goal is for the prospect to make 28.6 million, or you as a teammate here running the 90 days challenge, because 90 days is a 12-week period, okay? To earn at least 28.6 million within a 12 weeks period, not 12 months, 12 weeks period through the leverage system in the connected economy. So what are we going to do? Very simple. The game plan, remember I said at the beginning, is that you should recruit at least 8 people. The goal is everybody is running to recruit 8 people. But if something happens to you and you are not able to recruit at least 8, worst case scenario, fall on 2. And I'm going to show you there are 4 levels to this. The goal is do 8. Those who are going to be running it, because this Activate, we have Project Activate, we have Project Activate Pro, we have Project Activate Pro Max, and we have Project Activate Mega. Project Activate Mega is where you do your 8 and you start working with that 8. Activate Pro Max is where you do 6. Activate Pro is where you do 4. And then normal Project Activate is 2. You are working with 2 to permeate down. Okay? Good. So I wanted to simplify it. I wanted to do this for both the high flyers, those who are gang for leaders and all that, and also for somebody who is just coming in. So everybody find your way where you went out. Okay. So how does the Project Activate work? Remember, like I said, there are 4 levels. There's Project Activate, there's Activate Pro, Activate Pro Max, and Activate Mega. So let's discuss how the Project Activate works. Okay. You've connected 2 people into the business. Once you've done your first 2 connections, you've connected 2 people personally, you have been activated. Do we understand that? Once you've connected a minimum of 2 people, you have been activated. What are you going to do? You work with that 2 people that you connected by yourself, okay, to ensure that they also are also activated. How are they activated? By connecting their own 2. Do we understand that? You join the business, you've connected a minimum of 2 people. That means what? You are now activated. You work with those 2 people to also be activated by doing what? Connecting their own 2 to the business. The 3rd level is you teach those people who you have connected now that for them to stay active, they must help those last set of people to also do what? Activate. So everybody is activating. Now what is activating? The goal is everybody is connecting 2 down the line for you to be on Project Activate. Do we understand that? Okay, let me continue. You understand more as we continue. Okay? So let's do the lazy man scenario. Are you following? Let's do what we call lazy man scenario. From week 1. Are you following? You have activated, you've been activated. How have you been activated? You have connected your own 2. And every Friday, we're going to be celebrating those who have activated. Okay? Week 1, this is you at the top. You've connected your own 2. You have been activated. What happens to you? You have gotten paid 7,000 direct bonus. Right? Ambassador, some people are matching 6,500 direct bonus. We'll come to you later, but let's focus on those who are doing 7,000. With 6,500, the plan I'm going to show you will balance it out. Okay, so don't worry, direct bonus will balance it out. Now, what happens to you? Week 2, you ensure that those 2 people who you have joined, you make sure that they also activate as well. They have activated, they have connected their own 2. You have 4 new people in your team. That's 14,000 direct bonus. By week 3, the same thing happens. Those 4 people who are there, guess what? They are also what? Activated as well. So now a total of 8 people have joined your team through this 90-day game plan, right? You've made 28,000 matching bonus. By week 4, the same thing happens. Everybody there is getting activated. You have 16 people in your team. Guess what? You've done 56,000 matching bonus alone. By week 5, what happens again? We do another thing. Everybody on that level is activated. 32 people in your team right now, 112,000. You can see this is very simple. Even a layman can understand this duplication model. I wanted to make it as simple as possible. I thought Ambassador Duty launched something like this in our team. I said, okay, let make it simple for us too. Very simple. By week 5, you've done 112,000 naira with 2 people in your team. By week 6, the next set has activated. We have 64 people in our team right now. What have we earned? 224,000 naira. By week 7, we have 128 people in the team. What have we earned? 448,000 naira. By week 8, the same thing. Everybody is multiplying. Everybody is just activating. Activating. This is Project Activate. Everybody 2. Okay? You've done the 256, you've done 896,000 naira. Okay, by week 8. By week 9, what has happened? You've multiplied yourself again. Everybody has activated. You've done 1.792 million naira. You can see it's getting more interesting right now. Week 10, we multiply again. We've done 1,024. What has happened to us? 3.584. That's why I told us to write the number of people we want in our team. So we have a projection. Nobody wrote up to this number. So you can see that it's massive. Week 11, we have 2,048. We've done over 7 million naira from this week, level 7.168. Week 12, we have done 4,096 people in the team, and we have a massive team. And at this point, it has multiplied by 2. We have done 14.336. Okay, if you add the first set of people, 2, 4, 8, all that to the bottom of the table, we've done a total of 8,190 when you add everything together. Are we following? We add everything together. We have done, sorry, give me a second. We've done a total of 8,190. And then the income is 28.665 million. Now you can see why at the beginning of the meeting, I said that the goal is for us to hit at least 28.66 million. This is where the mathematics is coming from. Now, let me break it down to different percentages. Because the truth is that no matter how perfect you are, not everybody is going to do what they are supposed to do. No matter how perfect you are, not everybody is going to permeate and duplicate the way we're talking about. Do you understand that? So let us say at 100% success rate, 90-day game plan, at 100% success rate, you have gotten 28.65, meaning every single human being in the team duplicated, every single person multiplied, every single person did what they were supposed to do. We have done what? 28.665. But guess what? At 50% success rate, meaning that only 50% of the people activated, only 50% of them activated. Guess what? That's 14.332, 500 million. At 20% success rate, meaning just 20% of the people you brought into the team, you know, only 20% of all the people did activate. What happens to you? You have done 5.733. And the final one is what? 10% success rate. At 10% success rate, meaning that just 10% of the people in your team, meaning out of 10 people who joined the team, down, like only one does multiplies. Out of 20, only 2. Out of 30, only 3. Okay? At 10% success rate, that is 2.866500. So meaning at 10% success rate, if you run this challenge with your full heart, you do everything you need to do, even if you score 10% success rate, you are leaving the 30-day challenge with 2.866. So now, 12-week summary for someone that just does Project Activate. I've explained this already, okay? 28.6 million is the 100% success rate, 50% 14.3, 20% 5.7, 10% 2.8, and all of that, okay? Now, for somebody doing Project Activate Pro, that means you're recruiting 4 people. What's going to happen to you over the next 12 weeks? 114 million. Now, Ambassador, how did you arrive at 146 million? 114 million, very simple. I added the 57.6 I showed you for account 1, the 28.6 for account 2, and the other 28 for account 3. That's how we arrived at what? 114. So that's projection. At 50% success rate, doing Project Activate Pro, that's 57 million, 57.3. At 20% success rate, that's 22.9. And finally, at 10% success rate, 11.4. At 10% success rate. We have the 12-week plan for, I hope that somebody is screenshotting all these things. Let me just go back. So as I'm showing you, just be screenshotting as much as, like I said, you're still going to get the slide, but as much as you can, feel free to just screenshot, okay? Good. Now, Project Activate Pro Max, this is when you recruit 6, okay? Project Activate Pro Max, this way, if you say, okay, no, I want to go ahead and recruit 6, because what if some of my people are not active and all that? I want to make sure I personally recruit 6. If you are doing this, 12 weeks projection plan is what? 343 million at 100%. That's why I think it was Albert Einstein that discovered is it duplication? Leverage, the law of leverage or something like that. Compound effect, yes. Compound effects. That is one of the wonders of the world. This is compound effects. Compound interest. Okay? The law of compound interest. This is what is happening. Okay? So now at 50% rate, 171 million. At 20% success rate, 68 million. And finally, at 10% success rate, 34 million. That's at Project Activate Pro Max. The final one is Project Activate Mega. That's the final one, final level. Okay? At 12 weeks, total earning success rate, that's 917 million. At 50%, 458 million. At 20% success rate, 183 million. And finally, at 10% success rate, 91 million. 0.7. Now, let me make something clear so that we don't get confused. I'd rather somebody runs Project Activate clean and clear with all their hard work, and they do it properly and they help their people, than for somebody to say, no, I want to do Project Activate Mega. It's the mega I want to do. After all, I have Techno Megaverse. I want to do Project Activate Mega. And then you have 8 people and you cannot work with them. Do you understand that? It's better that you do Project Activate, JJ. Because if you do this, you are seeing this figure for Mega, you are saying, oh boy, wow, this is what I want. If you don't work with the 8 people to be activated down 12 weeks down the line, you will not get this. So I'd rather you don't bite more than what you can chew. If you feel what you can do is Pro Max, do Pro Max. If what you can do is just Pro, let me just connect 4. And I will have more respect for somebody who does Pro, JJ. You do Pro, you have 4 connected, and you are working with them with your last breath, 12 weeks, making sure that they duplicate. That you want to go and personally recruit. This is not this 90-day game plan is not for just personal recruiting. It's for duplication.